Want to know how many stars your hero needs to be competitive? Here's the baseline for every serious player. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk about the stars, or basically the star levels. Some of the things you may already know, some of the things may be new, so make sure you hit one like if you learn something new. So I'm going to start basically with the base minimum that I think the majority of my audience actually know, and this is the 3-star is the minimum if you're planning to actually use this legion as your main legion. Even though I personally think that the main legion should be 5-star and you should have one extremely strong main legion if you are like me, for example, free to play, or maybe you're a WoW spender. I think one legion is just enough, but at the minimum should be 3 stars. Now, why 3 stars? Because it's actually catching 2 spells from 2 buffs. It's not actually 2 spells, it's basically 2 buffs from your hero, and majority of the time is going to be the signature skill. As you can see here, we even have the boost of the commander skill, but this is extremely rare case. In case of Mulan, the first boost from the star is going to go for the main for the commander skill. That's why majority of the people, not majority, everybody is using Mulan as a commander, obviously. And the second one is going to boost the secondary skill. But if you check some other hero, like for example Rani, and again, like 95% from the heroes is boosting the signature skill. So let's go over, let's say, Mulan in this situation. You're obviously going to see that the first spell increased the damage rate of each instance of Flying Swallow by 10%. And here we have increased the Star Chaser activational chance by 6%. Now this is 2 decent boosts, but the last one, obviously, I think it's like 200 and something, or around 200 medals to actually make one hero like 3 stars, and it's like a 590 to make it like 5-star. So if you make one hero 5-star, it's like making 3 heroes 3-star. Okay, if you have universal artifacts, universal medals. So I think in situation like this, the majority of the people are preferring to go with 3 stars. But personally, I have struggles even to get the hero to 3 stars, because when I start playing Age of Empire Mobile, I was spread around to many legions. I was want to have pikemen, I was want to have marksmen or archers, I want to have infantry or swordsmen. You know, I want to have couple legions. I have played other kingdom building games where I run multiple marches, and here the things is little more different. It's not little more different, it's way more different. Okay, it's way more different. And for me, by just spreading my resources, I end up with couple heroes that end up to be 3-star heroes, and I'm working on my way to make a hero a 5-star. Currently my target is to make my Wubu 5-star. It's little hard because I'm season 4, we don't have Wubu legendary advent, so you know, things are getting hard, but still 3 stars is the minimum for the most. Anything less and you're not meta vibe. When people are speaking about the meta, I want to point this is when people are speaking about the meta, they're speaking about specific heroes all maxed. We're not talking about, for example, Cirrus at 1-star or Wubu at 3 stars or something like this. All the heroes that they're going to be presented in the meta with the maxed skills, maxed level, maxed stars, rings, gear, basically everything. And this is creating the meta composition, because sometimes the things are depending over small stuffs. I mean, if you want to build the meta team, you basically may miss something from the start point, and this can reflect in bad timing. You know, you can actually change the timing, you can change the trigger chance. For example, increase the trigger chance of Starcaller multi-instance damage by 35% and blah blah blah. You know, sometimes it's increasing the chance, so the expectation rise to one level. And if you don't have, for example, 5-star this hero, those chances is going to be the normal one, so you cannot actually have the expectation of the meta hero hero legion composition. So that's why I think this is the what players are saying when we're talking about meta heroes. And at least you can start with a bare minimum that is going to be 3 stars, and you can continue working over this meta team. There is not many meta teams. For example, Wubu is a meta hero from season 2, season 3. Right now, we may see Zeros actually counter Wubu. So far, I'm not quite sure this can actually happen, but yeah. One time you invest heavily in the meta team, this meta team is going to carry you a long way. And I'm going to give you an example, and it's not going to be a Wubu. For example, I'm going to give you Ramesses. Now, Ramesses just come to my mind as a hero that clearly should be a 5-star. Now, this is the spell. Obviously, here we're talking about boosting the signature spell. Like 95% from the time is going to be signature spell on the first level, second, and third. Basically, the 3 boosts we're having from the skill rating. And what the skill is doing, Storm of Set, is deal strategy damage to the enemy troop. Damage rate, some percentage. For the first 30 seconds of the battle, each activation of signature skill additionally recover some extra rage. This effect reduces the recovering rage. This effect reduces the recovering by some percent rage per activation after 30 seconds. Other rage recovery effects from your troops do not take effect. So here we are talking about recovery of the rage from the signature spell and reducing, after you trigger that. Now let's check it out. The boost we're having here. Obviously, the first one is increase the damage rate from Storm of Set by some percentage, 45%. Now, since you're going to the spells in Age of Empire Mobile evaluate. I mean, back in the days when you see the first heroes, you're going to see that the spells is not that complicated, but there is always power creep in this type of games where, you have some heroes, and those heroes, the next one is one idea better, the next one is little better, the next one is little better. This is the power creep, and I think this is also valid for Age of Empire Mobile, where the next hero is just adding little more, and sometimes it's adding extra buff, debuff, anything. So here we're going to increase the damage by 45%. Also, when under Divine Protection, grants additional 10 points of strategy. Here's the level 3, I think the bare minimum, where under Divine Protection, the reduction rate of the damage dealt by the signature skill. Reduction rate of the damage dealt by the signature skill activates every seconds, changes to 40%, and there is 50% chance to nullify the silence effect. And finally, the 5th one, this is rank 5. Storm of Set increased the rage recovery by 12 for the first 30 seconds, then by 6 after that. The Divine Protection state Guardian's immunity of silence effect. So you see, the rage recovery is absolutely a must. I mean, I don't know many heroes that is currently having something like a rage regeneration. I think this is a very dangerous thing that the game can add to the heroes, because it easily can make the hero game changer. I mean, you see static stuffs like boosting the damage and etc, but rage regeneration, that means this team can fire up very fast. Now, I personally didn't go for Ramesses because it's not part from my thinking of legions. There's just so many heroes. I mean, we're having so many heroes, and we can finally for the first time actually build couple legions. I mean, like two legions from for example, military speciality. For example, right now is Cirrus on the scene, and Cirrus finally with Mansa and Barbossa can make one pikeman, military pikeman, military specialty sword, water pikemen. Okay, let's say like this. You can actually have like two good legions. We finally start seeing that, even though that we have so many heroes, and I'm not quite sure I'm planning to invest in that many heroes. Definitely I'm not planning to invest in that many heroes. And here is something in extra, and this is stars, basically your hero stars with the skills is what make the hero meta ready. But it's not only this, I mean, you also have to have some rings on your heroes that is going to perform well. But in general, it's going to be the skills, leveling up your skills. Obviously, the commander skill is going to be leveled up by you leveling up your hero, but the rest of the spells should be also in this direction, have to be leveled. And with the boost that you're going to receive from the stars is just going to, you know, make the specific hero, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, is going to make this hero a meta hero, and you're going to get the best value from this hero. And I want to know in the comments below, have you ever level up a hero and instantly till you're doing the leveling you regret that? If you have done it, I personally have done it one time. Make sure you hit one like. So far this is going to be for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you hit one like, subscribe. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.